what we did was that we realized that we need to do a reconciliation with the auditors. We did that. So we found out that the money wasn't actually 14. It was 9 point something million. Following that, we have sent out demand notices, and 6.7 million cedis have been recovered, leaving a balance of 2.8 million. We're still pursuing them. Out of the number, the 29, about 5 of them have ceased operations, but we will recover the 2.8 million outstanding before the end of this year. That's an assurance from me.
You have done all this, and this is what you have to tell us, not whether you were not here and it did not happen under your watch. When you take up a responsibility, you inherit both the liability and the assets. And so, sir, I want to find out from you if currently there are some who are operating without renewing their license. Currently, if there are some out of the 5 that you said they have halted their business and they are no more operating. How about those who are still operating? Do we still have some who are yet to renew their licenses?
We have pursued them. And
no, yes or no first, please.
No. No.
So all those operating are operating with a renewed license,
yes,
currently as we speak?
Yes, Chair.
Okay. Auditors, can you please confirm the amount they have retrieved, what is outstanding, and whether...
Yes, Honorable Chair. Yes, Honorable Chair, we did a reconciliation with them. The amount was revised to 9,557,052 cedis, 0.73. Then what has actually been recovered is 6,728,540 cedis, 0.03. So what we have outstanding is the difference between the 9 million and the 6.78 million. I can do that calculation and give it to you.
Oh, no, that's about 2.3, so that's fine.
All right, so 2.8 million.
Okay, so sir, when should we expect you to clear the 2.8? Yes.
Yes, Madam Chair, respectfully, I agree with you that governance is continuous. But, I mean, you and I have been in this house for long. I think we may have to amend our laws to hold the specific persons who are there to come and answer. Why am I saying this? This is an infraction 2020-2024. Someone was sitting there and acted irresponsibly.
Minister,
sorry,
you
Chair,
could have
let me
brought
finish.
them.
Let me finish.
It's given, it's there. So you could have asked them to come.
No, the person is no longer in office.
Yes, but you could have asked them to come.
Because it's
if you had written to them and you shown us proof that you have written to them, yes.
Unless we unless we are going to be arresting people and dragging them here. Because I can tell you that in this case, when some of them came, I asked that, can you call, I know the next one, for example, that has to do with somebody who went scholarship or something. I know it will come. And we are asking that, can you get the CEO to answer? I mean, some of the tricky answer is, look, you inherited the place, both the assets and the liability, deal with the liability. He came to office in February, and with 3 months, he was able to retrieve that money. Someone was there, he was giving the management notice showing this infraction. He sat throughout the period. He never retrieved a dime, yet now 5 of the companies are what do you call it, have gone defunct. And the amount of money in their name, madam, it is better we tell the committee the truth. Those companies, that amount of money in their name cannot be retrieved because they are no longer in existence. Our effort is that even if they have changed their name or if they haven't changed business, we'll try and pursue them. But so long as those companies are defunct, those monies that are in their name cannot be retrieved. So I've told them yesterday, you better do the arithmetic, identify the 5 that are defunct, and be able to tell the auditors that this one, they are no longer in existence. So therefore, you better treat it as bad debt rather than give some false hope that I'll go and retrieve it, because you will not be able to retrieve that money because they are no longer in existence. So I think that that's clear. But when they do those reconciliation with the auditors, those that are still in operation, we can assure you that we'll do everything to retrieve the amount. But we'll not be able to tell how much it is because they have to do the reconciliation with the auditors. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister. Minister, the person in charge said he gave us a year. He end of the year or so. Did you say you're going to finish the 2.8 end of the year?
Yeah, I did say that, but...
did you say that, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, that's okay. Minister, this is not the first time.
Unfortunately, with great respect.
Yes.
You see, some of them don't know what parliamentary practice is. You come to a committee of parliament and you say, by the end of the year, I'm going to retrieve my money. At the end of the year, you don't come giving excuses. Maybe he has forgotten the lesson I gave him yesterday. I told him that when you come to the committee of parliament, you tell them the full of your truth. That's the oath you just saw. Those 5 that are collapsed, you cannot retrieve that money. And that money is part of the 2.8. But unfortunately, they've not segregated to know the exact amount, which I've tasked that they should do with the auditors so that they know out of the 2.8, how much of it is of the 5 companies that are no longer in existence, and treat that as something that cannot be retrieved, so that you know that what is left, that has to be retrieved. Then you can pursue those ones and retrieve them.
Thank you very much, Minister. For that, there's a process, and they know the process. If they find out from the auditors, they will tell them how to write off these things. You do the process, it comes to Parliament, and then Parliament gives you that permission to write off a public debt or a public amount that is sitting in your books. So that process, work with the auditors. If clearly there's no way you can trace these 5 companies, they don't have any assets that you can rely on, you go through the process with the guidance of the auditors and your minister. I believe you can get it to Parliament, and then Parliament can write it off. But like the minister said, you tell us the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And so that when we are also putting it into our reports, we know that what we are sending to the floor of Parliament for debate is the truth and nothing but the truth. But I must say that you have done well, because you had a debt of 9 million and you have been able to reduce it to less than 3 million. And so clearly, I was going to commend you for that. But the way you started that I came in 20, it was in 2023, that was a no-go area. But I must say that you have done very well, because within a short period of time, you have been able to reduce the debt by more than 70%. And so keep it up. But my issue is this. As you are there, make sure you don't build up on license renewal moving forward. As you are there, make sure you don't build up on license renewal. We want, the next time the auditors come, we don't want any unpaid license renewal in your books, because I can see that you know how to take money from people. So use that, use that gift that you have to make sure you retrieve anything that belongs to the Gaming Commission. On this note, I'll end here. Thank you.
Madam Chair, can I just add this? I mean, we've been trying to digitalize almost all the services under the ministry. And I'm very hopeful that maybe by the course of the year, working with the GRA, we'll be done with that of Gaming Commission. So that when your license expires, we'll take you off. So we may not even have this issue, but your, what do you call it, advice is well taken. Thank you so much.
Honorable Minister, I also need to commend Gaming Commission right now, the management now, for doing such a great job retrieving some of the money that was left in the past. And this should be a warning to those who thought maybe because they are not there, we will not go after them. We'll go after them. We'll go after them. In fact, I would have loved it, Minister, I would have loved it if we had known the names of those people who left that mess. Somebody will mention it on air. That you left that mess over there. Somebody's cleaning up for you. But let's move on. The next infraction is on paragraph 1825, and Honorable Clay to take care of that one.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, this infraction is on unserved bond term to the tune of 414,591 Ghana cedis. Director, Director, one Moses Tei Mensah, who went on steady leave with paid and was supposed to serve the Gaming Commission, resigned immediately after his studies on the 30th of January 2025 without serving the 3 years bond, and also failed to pay the compensation extended to him during the steady leave with pay period, calculated to be the amount I mentioned earlier, including interest. Where is Mr. Mensah?
Honorable Chair, I have written severally to Moses Tei Mensah. I've finished my correspondence that I've had with him to the committee, and then demanding our payment. You know, he responds back saying that he is still pursuing another master's degree program. So I said that in order for me to believe what he's saying, he said that he has finished one master's degree program in financial analytics. So I said, okay, let me know the school that you went in the US. Let me even have the transcripts. Up to now, he has never provided any of such. And then he keeps on tossing the Gaming Commission up and down. So I had a discussion with the minister, and the minister asked me to write to the Attorney General's office for advice. We've done that. We've also written another letter to the IGP to assist us in recovering the amount. Finally, yesterday, when we had a meeting with the minister at his office, he asked me to write another letter to him personally so that he will assist us to recover that amount, because 414,590 590.53 cedis is a lot of money. It's a lot of money that can take care of half of the salaries that the Gaming Commission receives at the end of the month.
Yes, Madam Chair, maybe before my colleague comes in. I mean, like the ranking was saying, the commissioner was Peter Miracle. And on this particular instance, he did not follow the laid down procedure for granting someone, steady leave with pay. He didn't follow. Because when you do, you expect to get the admission, you expect to all the things. When the person is in school, after every semester, the person will have to send the results for you to know that the person is still in school. And all. He didn't follow all that. So I've asked the commissioner to write to me. I'm going to do 3 things. 1, on Peter Miracle, I'm going to insist that he's invited to pay the money. 1. 2, the one who guaranteed, a lady who is still working in the Gaming Commission, she's also going to be made to pay part of the money. And 3, on Tei Mensah himself, fortunately, immigration works under, I'm putting him on the stop list. Any day he's coming to this country, he'll be arrested at the airport and you have to pay that money. This is the 3 things that I'm going to do. We will retrieve this money. We will retrieve this money. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but like I'm saying, Peter Miracle will have to answer why he granted that person that leave without following the due process and making that guy get to run away with over 400,000 without studying. The one who guaranteed, if you are guaranteeing for someone, you should know the trustworthiness of that person before you do the guarantee. And for him, who thinks that he's out of the country, then he may have to stay there forever, because any day he's coming, he's going to be on our stop list and he'll be arrested at the airport, and we will make sure that he will pay that money with the interest. Thank you so much.
Honorable Minister.
Thank you. Thank you, Minister. Let me also add this. The former, that's Miracle, was a chief executive there.
The commissioner.
The commissioner. You see, this man resigned on the 30th of January, and he even supervised that. He brought resignation letter and he took. I mean, someone is on leave would pay, and the person did not serve his bond. And you took his resignation letter on the 30th of January. So I'm adding to what Minister said, that he actually deserved to be punished. He shouldn't go away with this. Thank you.
Honorable colleague, I was going to make a ruling on it. Minister, you've made my job easy. Whatever you said is my ruling on it. Auditors, take note. And you said it's Mr. Miracle, right? Who was the commissioner at that time. He needs to hurry up and come and pay this money, because he needs to know that he was working with Ministry of Interior. IGP is here. Do I need to go anywhere? And the head of the prisons is also here. Thank you very much, Honorable Minister.
Mr. Chairman, by this, then I think we should extend to the 1,001 people who had also done same at the Ministry of Health. Minister, maybe when there's a reshuffle and they want to send you anywhere, they should send you to Ministry of Health. You bring some.
Please, my people don't want me to be. My people don't want me to go anywhere.
Oh, we had 1,001 of unserved bonds from the Ministry of Health. And so if we are all going to take some drastic measures like this, I believe it will go a long way to stop this, because there are people, genuine people, who will go and come back. But when we do this, we sort of place a stop on genuine people who want to go steady and then come back. So I believe that if we put some sanctions or punitive measures like this, it will serve as a deterrent to people who sign bonds, they go, they run away, receive salaries, and don't come back. Thank you.
Chairman, with your kind permission, auditors, I'm a bit curious about paragraph 1826. When it says he came back to resign, and you wrote that in the report, does it mean you cited a resignation letter from him?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
And it was received by the commission?
We cited the letter of resignation as to how he submitted it, whether physically or through the internet, but we cited the letter, yeah.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, I have an explanation for it. He resigned a day after I have resumed office. So he just sent it. And so that is the reason why you have it. So I've given it to the auditors.
Sir, we'll get him. Don't worry. The next infraction is on paragraph 1829, and that is Ghana Police Service, Bono East Region. Gaming Commission, you are discharged, please.
We came together, we'll have to go together. So
Okay.
Almost all those infractions are sitting around, so we are not short of seats.
Abandoned infrastructure at Techiman. And the amount on it is 1.6 million. What has happened to this project now?
Honorable Chair, yes, this is among a lot of other projects that are still in the abandoned stage. And so that the police administration has taken note of this and then said that we are waiting funds from the Ministry of Finance so that we can be able to tackle most of these projects which are still in the abandoned stage. This is not the only project. There are a lot of other projects in the same stage. Thank you.
Yesterday, Madam Chair, yesterday when we reviewed it, I asked the IGP to do additional work to find out, one, how much will it cost to get it completed? And then two, currently their office that they are occupying in that region is a rented one. How much rent are we paying? So that we'll be able to just suppose, as against the rent that we are paying, whether the amount of money required to finish it, maybe we may be able to use even our IGF to do it, but they are going to tax that. The amount of money will tell us what we'll be able to. If it is so heavy, then we'll have to, like the IG said, we'll have to continue to rely on the Ministry of Finance. But if the money involved to get the thing completed is not that huge, then we'll try and use our IGF to finish off renting. So this is what we are trying to do. But like the IGP rightly said, We have so many of that. And following this audit, we have tasked the Estate Department of the Police to itemize all those uncompleted, not just listing them, but also telling roughly how much will be required to get them completed, so that it will help us have a clear strategy how to get them, all those ones completed, instead of going ahead and building new ones whilst these ones are staying, still at their abandoned state. So we hope that once we get those things, you may see some improvement in the number of abandoned projects. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Your experience and maturity shows. Thank you. We wish we could clone you and send to other ministries.
Put me into more trouble.
Thank you, Chairman. I think I'm a bit curious about the mode in which this particular property was acquired, through auction. And I think that's straight knowledge that properties acquired through such means, auction, may be encumbered in certain ways that you may not be aware. Please, I just want to know whether you've done your checks and whether there aren't any hidden encumbrances which is preventing you from proceeding with the completion or renovation of the property for your staff to move in. Thank you.
Honorable Chair, there's no incumbent so far. It is about getting money from the central government to complete the project, because this is not the first of its kind. We have a lot of this.
IG, please, I'm struggling to hear you.
Okay, yes. Yeah. What I'm saying is that this is not the first of its kind. We have a lot of these projects which are all on this stage. And then we hope that with our meeting today, we can channel our grievances through you for most of these projects which are still in this. Some are in the foundation stage, some are in the lintel level. And I think, like Minister said, we'll take our time and compile all these lists so that we can be able to get these projects completed. And so, Honorable Chair, we are passing our issues through you to the central government for assistance. Thank you.
All right, let's move on here. The next infraction is on Tano Pankrono Tafo. You see, when you change your R to L and L to R, it makes it difficult. Honorable Shirley will take care of that one, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Tafo Pankrono Divisional Police Command. This infraction is to do with abandoned program during study leave. The auditors noted that Sergeant Florence Enyim Kunedu, with payroll number 3741, proceeded on a 4-year study leave with pay from December 2021 to November 2024. However, their checks revealed that she abandoned the program and traveled outside the country. In this regard, Ms. Kunedu is required to refund the total amount of 119,366.13 Ghana cedis as total salaries paid her during her study leave period. The auditors also recommended that the divisional commander should recover those amounts with interest and pay same to the Auditor General's recovery account. Failure to do this, the divisional commander should pay. Can the committee know the progress of this recommendation?
Honorable Chair, the amount involved with interest has been paid and has been recovered and same paid to the Auditor General recoveries account at the Bank of Ghana. Thank you.
Auditors, please, can you confirm this?
Honorable Chair, so the amount has been recovered, inclusive of interest, so a total of 135,000 178 CDs was recovered. Thank you.
Madam Chair, permit me just to add that, yes, I mean, and graciously to the IGP, we insisted that in the security services, they are supposed to do reconciliation or what do you call it, validation every month. So if you are the superior who failed to do the validation and check very well, you have to be surcharged. And I can tell you this amount of we surcharge those who were involved and make sure they paid it together with the interest. And I've told everybody, so long as I'm there, if this thing comes, we won't even wait for auditors to raise it. The moment you get this infraction, just know that you are going to pay, and you pay straight without any delay. So, but thank you so much for raising it, the auditors, and we can assure you that we'll do everything humanly possible to make sure that this is reduced drastically. Thank you so much.
Honorable, I think we need you with all our other ministries. You're doing a great job, and we commend you for that. We hope others will follow suit. Thank you.
All right, let's move on. The next infraction is on paragraph 1837, and Honorable Enes will take care of that one.
Thank you, Chair. So this infraction has to do with unearned salary for District Police Headquarters, Nyinahini. So the auditors noted that one officer, Godfred Akwesi Boateng, with service number 50299, embarked on an annual leave of 42 days, effective 6th May 2024. He was expected to resume by the 16th of June 2024, but failed to resume duty. What I find interesting here is that the district commander, who became aware of this situation, continued to validate this officer for the 2 months, which constituted into this unearned salary. IGP, can you confirm if you've been able to recover the total amount of 20,991.39 with interest at the prevailing Bank of Ghana rate?
Honorable Chair, the amount involved with interest has been paid, recovered, and same paid into the Auditor General recoveries account at the Bank of Ghana, and the total amount involved now was 23,178. Thank you.
Auditors, can you confirm?
Honorable Chair, the assertion is accurate.
So I think, Mr. Chair, this falls in line with the directive from the minister. And I think
Madam Chair, if you permit me, there was one bit I forgot to mention. And now, with the help of the IGP and POMAC, we are even agreeing that if you are a service commander and you supervise this, you may be hearing complaint. When the time for your promotion comes, we will use all this against you to delay it. So say you sit and supervise wrong things happening. So don't come knocking our door that it's time for promotion. You should suffer not only the repayment, but even when it comes to promotion, yours should be delayed to serve as a further deterrent for people to be up and doing the validation. So we can assure you that we are working so hard to make sure that these things are no longer within the service. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. The next infraction is on paragraph 1841, and Duke Amwakwata Oforiata. Hey, you've taken all the names. We'll take care of it.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Payment infraction is payment without official receipts to the tune of 33,040 cedis, relating to 5 payment vouchers of the Buakwa Divisional Police Command. The auditors recommended that the divisional commander should recover the total amount of 33,040 cedis from the divisional paymaster and same paid into the Auditor General's recoveries account at the Bank of Ghana, failing which the divisional commander should pay. Please, I'd like to ask, what is the status of this recovery?
Honorable Chair, in terms of the time when the internal auditors were doing their work, some of the documents were inadvertently removed from the payment vouchers, hence the audit query. The official receipts concerned have been subsequently retrieved, submitted, and verified by the auditors. And so there's an attachment of all the payments, the attachments for the 5 companies that these monies were paid with, to. So everything has been recovered. Thank you.
Auditors, can you please confirm?
Honorable Chair, those receipts were subsequently presented to us and we have verified them. So the matter is resolved.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, can I say something here? One thing that we noticed with the auditors, when they write the management, report, I know by law they are supposed to give within a month a response. Because we operate a command and control structure. So sometimes you may write, then they have to pass through the IG and go down. So it takes a little time. Because this one, for example, I'm very sure if it has gotten to the officers involved in good time, all the attachments were there. They will have received it. But because of the route, that's why it delayed and it went. So I will be grateful if maybe with the security agencies, the auditors can find a way of working together to make sure within that 1 month, the thing travels the path and get to its destination. We may be able to avoid some of this because there was no any infraction because just the attachment went off, but it's been submitted as they said. Thank you so much.
All right. The next infraction is on paragraph 1843. And Honorable Eleplim will take care of that one.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This infraction is illegal possession of firearms by civilians. Contrary to the above stated provision, we reviewed that the firearms license and noted that 606 firearms were illegally possessed by civilians since the licenses had expired and had not been renewed, thereby rendering their possessions and use unlawful. We obtained the 606 illegal possession of firearms from the licenses issued from the General Counterpole Receipts